Greasy Boys cooking channel for today, I guess. I don't know what I'm gonna call it. But we're having ground beef with corn. It's the type of corn that I can eat on this whole diet journey that I'm on. So it's a microwave corn. You just pop it in the microwave. It's not that much, but I'm gonna cook it. I like the little, give it a little crisp taste. And then this is just ground turkey seasoned with like lemon pepper, a little black pepper, and some garlic. So I made these. I need to buy a new one. So get ready. Probably tomorrow will be another prepping, getting ready for the week meat video. I haven't done one in a while. So come on, guys. Over here, I got the stove heating up, and I'll show you guys. So now I have the stove heating up my oil. So I'm gonna try to find somewhere I can sit you guys so you guys can see me and hear me. Hold on, sorry about that. That was my dirty. You guys be all right there? Yes. Good. Okay. So this is heating up. The grease is heating up. I put a little bit too much grease, so what I'm gonna do is put it in this other pan that has grease in it, because I don't like my food really greasy, like I really don't. And then I'm gonna use the box. We gotta make some noodles for a video too, guys. I don't know when, but. And then, have you guys ever tried coconut? I'm not sponsored by them, but no. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take the corn. We're gonna take the corn out of the bag, because this pan is hot. It's hot. I can feel the heat. So this is what it is. Let's take out the bag. I'll bet you guys I'm not sponsored by them. And we're gonna pour the corn in the pan. Okay. We're gonna put this back. We're gonna actually close it first. Put it back in the pan. And then come to the mic. What's it doing there? Look at that. We're gonna add a little bit of goat cheese to the meal. So I put that actually last. And now you can put the ground beef. The ground beef. Then you get you a spatula. Get you a spatula. Then I have a special ingredients, guys. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this, but it's ranch powder, okay? And it's healthy. I actually can have it at 0 fat, 0 sugar. It's actually vegan, but it has like soy cheese in it and stuff. So I can actually have it. I didn't even know they had a vegan one. So it's Hidden Garden ranch, and it's really, really good. You guys can put this on your popcorn. You can put this in your eggs, on your noodles. So I just put a little bit, give it a little flavor, since I can't actually have the real ranch. And then I still add some Mrs. Dash, not sponsored by Mrs. Dash or Hidden Valley Ranch. I don't know why they don't endorse me, because I use their products so much. And then you add the goat cheese. If you want to crumble it up, so it's almost like really melty. And I still gotta show you guys my ingredients of how to make goat cheese and salmon and corn. Oh my God, it's so good. Hold on, I gotta wash my hands. I'm gonna wash my hands. I gotta get a bowl. I'm here. I gotta get a bowl. I gotta mix it around because it's like melting. Guys, I still want to come out with food for after surgery, so you guys could have people who keep asking me like, what did I do to lose weight and how did I do it, and you look so good, keep going. Guys, you know, honestly, I don't feel like I've lost weight. I really feel like I still look the same. But I asked my doctor, and she said that that's normal. Because you're expecting yourself to like wake up one day and be like 200 pounds and it's unrealistic. It's going to take you a while. I'm only like not even a year in yet. Like I have, this time last year I was getting all ready for surgery. This time last year. Okay, so this is what the finished product looks like. Done. So we're going to scrape it into my bowl. Okay. And I'm going to try not to get any of the leftover grease in there because I don't like grease. Grease hits my belly now. Okay, so we just scraped it into the bowl. We're going to scrape off the residue that is left on the knife. Turn off the light. Bring you guys with me. I have to now wash the pan. It's empty. So now I have to wash the pan, so I'm going to sit you guys right here. There you go. Here I am. So I got to wash the pan, but you don't ever put a hot pan, because this is what it looks like, hot pan into your sink, because it can burn your sink. I didn't know that until one day when it actually happened to me, and I was so pissed off. So I'm going to come over here, get my soap, set up my sponge. You guys know how to wash dishes. You guys should be washing dishes. At the age that you are, if you guys can watch YouTube and figure out how to manage a YouTube channel, y'all can wash dishes, because that is easy. Like, so what you guys should do for your mother or your father, whoever's in the house, or your grandma, whoever you're raised by, be like, Reese Boy told me to wash the dishes after dinner or lunch or snack or whatever. Be like, Reese Boy told me to wash the dishes, so you don't have to today, Mom. And that's what you should do. And comment below if you do it, okay? Comment below if you guys do that. Like, try to wash the dishes, like, if you wash the dishes already and that's one of your chores, I'm so proud of you. That's amazing, because that was one of my chores growing up. But if you don't wash the dishes, try to wash the dishes. Show your mom that you can help. Show your mom that you're matured. Like, show your mom that, Mom, I'm ready to start some responsibilities. So then maybe she'll trust you more and she can leave you home alone, or you don't have to have a babysitter, or show your mom that you can watch your little brother or sister. Or if you're trying to earn a toy that you want, show her that you can be responsible enough that she lets you go get the toy. But you have to earn it. Because in my household, we had to earn stuff. We weren't just given stuff like some people might think, oh, he was a spoiled. No. My parents made me earn something. Now I'm going to put it back on the stove, because in my house, that's what we do. I'm going to take my bowl. I'm going to put the spatula back. And then we're gonna dry up the sink area so there's no stains or anything. And then, hold on, we're going to pick you guys up. Sorry about my finger. Pick you guys up, bring the bowl, bring my little crusty bottle. We're gonna come into the family room, and then I'm gonna sit you guys down with my food. My dad's working from home, so if you guys hear any noises, it's my dad. I was supposed to be at a appointment to get getting blood work done, but I didn't need blood work done, so my mom left and she went. Oh, that's my dog. Okay, so here's the finished product. Hold on, guys. I got to take my antibiotics. They had me on antibiotics for my tooth is infected. I don't know how I got my tooth infected, but I have to take it. So I literally only have 2 more of this one. So hold on. Let me take it. It always hits this tooth right here. Perfect. I'm good. So, okay, guys. I'm going to try to do an hour-long video. I'm going to try. I don't know if I can do it. Don't know if I'll succeed at it. Because I just don't want to make you guys bored. That's why I don't do hour-long videos. Because I feel like I make you guys bored. But literally, you guys ask for it in the comments sometimes. I feel like people are like, oh, Rosalind Hill. Shout out to her, guys. Everyone go subscribe to Rosalind Hill. She's super, super cool. She's from the Philippines, and she's in, oh God, where is she? Well, anyway, she's from the Philippines, where Jama's from too, where my best friend's from. Oh, we gotta say grace. Dear God, bless this food. Pray that you protect everyone who's out there protesting and keep everyone safe. Let there be a change in this world, God, that just changes so much stuff to give Black people rights. Again, even though Martin Luther King marched for us to have rights and Abraham Lincoln helped to flee the slaves, just pray that you just change the world, God. Just put your love all around the world and just change it and just help Lloyd's family, I think it is, and just, oh my gosh, when his daughter talked yesterday, it just broke my heart. And when his wife was up there talking, it just broke my heart. But please just help that family to heal. Let there be some difference. Let the White House see that there needs to be some changes. Let our judges, let our governors and everybody try to make some changes. And let Black people stop dying for innocent reasons. It's just sad. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay. So, I got in a fight with one of my best friends, one of my old friends. Not even my best friend anymore. And I was like, he was mad at me. Oh no, she was mad at me because I wouldn't come protest with her. And I said, listen, honey, I have no reason not to protest. The reason why I don't want to go protest is because it's getting dangerous, okay? I don't want to put myself at risk, even though I don't want you to put yourself at risk, to having something happen to you. Because right now, the protests are not simple and they're not quiet and they're not calm. They're just outright rude. Like, just what I hear. Like, I see stuff on social media, people screaming, people cussing, people yelling at each other. And then you have the police officers that are trying to be like on our side, but then it's like, do you truly believe them, or are they just doing that because they don't want a bad name? So it's like, it's really hard to know what's happening. And then you have the police officers that actually are on our side, that actually are going on social media and saying that this is not right. I feel disgusted. I'm a police officer. To follow a police officer to do what he did and how disgusted that they are. Those people are who I back up. Those are the people who I stand behind. Because for your own family member, basically, to say that they don't like what that officer did, and that the officer should be charged to the fullest, are just unbelievable. But, oh, this video is for you, Rat. You want me to eat? Here's an eating mukbang for you. I think it was the Rat, yeah. But, so anyways, I got like this little argument with her because she was like, I want you to go do this, da 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 da. And I was like, you know what? Go do you. I'm doing my own way by supporting them on social media. And just be safe, you know? Don't call me if you need to be bailed out of jail, because I don't have money to come get you out. I would if I had money, but don't do anything stupid. Like, that's what I told her. I was like, don't do anything stupid, because she does have a little temper. And I was like, please do not do anything stupid. You do not want to end up on TMZ. You do not want to end up on the news. Okay? Just do a normal protest, calm, respectful, follow the rules. You have to be in every state, every 50 state has protests, okay? They're all red, okay? And there's curfew on all 50 states. For Florida, you have to be in your house by 10 a.m. or 10 p.m. and you can't leave your house until 5 a.m. So if you work the night shift, I don't know if you can go to work. I think you can. So, no, I don't know what it is for every state. I just know for the state of Florida, our phones went off saying that there's a now curfew for your safety. So basically, don't be outside your house after a certain time, because That's sad that they have to send that out because the protests are getting that bad. Watching the mom yesterday. Watching the wife of the guy that died. I don't know his name. I just don't want to say his name because I don't know it. I've heard it, but I don't know if I pronounce it right. But I know who he is. And to see his wife and to see his 6-year-old daughter crying broke my heart. It made my mom cry. It made me cry because it reminded me of my nieces. It reminded me of my own kids one day. If something happens to me that's unfair like that, it just broke my heart. Because I protested for women to stop killing their babies, okay? Say no to abortion. I protested for that. When I was a little kid, there's a picture. I might be able to show you guys the picture. Let me see if I can show you guys the picture. Hold on. Let me see if I can show you guys the picture of me protesting. Hold on. I think I can show you guys the picture. But it was in 19 something. I don't even remember what year it was. Okay, that's the lights. Are you kidding me? Okay, so the protest is on our wall. Where is it? Where is it? If you can see the protest right here, I'm protesting for abortion. You see it? We're protesting right there, my family. It's for abortion. Right there. So we protested. Oh, and this is my whole childhood, basically. This is my whole frame. So when my mom dies, hopefully she doesn't die, but all of us children are supposed to take our frames home. Like, this is all 6 kids right here. And at the top it says family. But she's like, when I go, you guys can take your frames home. I'm like, what are you talking about going? But this is basically all of 20 years of homeschooling that my mom put all these pictures together. So yeah, I protested in my life before. And I think I was like 5 there. So that girl is older than me and she's out there protesting because her father was murdered. And then there's a video of her talking about her dad and stuff. You can actually see it on social media. It's all over social media. It's on the raid room. There's something room. But she's talking about how her dad was her hero. Basically talking about how the media and these officers are trying to put a bad name out there about him. And the wife was just showing her face and showing her daughter's face and saying, this little girl is what he lived for. This is what he was doing this for. Him and her worked hard for that little girl. Okay, they were not working hard for anything. They weren't being selfish parents. They were working hard for their 6-year-old daughter. That's the part that breaks my heart. Because it's like, if I was working hard for my child and then someone goes and steals my life for no reason. There's one thing I can tell you about my family. Yeah, we might fight. Yeah, we might get on each other's nerves. Yeah, we might not talk to each other for a long time. But if somebody messes with one of our family, and we're a big family, all heck is going to break loose. Like, you would not be able to calm us down. Like, there is no calming us down. Like, you want to talk about a family that stays together? Oh my gosh. Because when I went through my situation, it took so much power in me to not sick my family on that person, not to allow my family to go destroy that person's life. Like, my family was so angry. 1, because they knew my character. 2, because they knew my heart. 3, they knew I was innocent. They knew I did nothing wrong. They were like, he's like the nicest person you can meet. So how can you falsely accuse him of something when there's no facts? You know, they're like, that's not him. That's not his character. And oh my gosh, my brother was mad. My uncle was mad. My aunt was mad. My own ex-girlfriend was mad. Everybody who knew me was mad. They were all willing to be like, this is so fake. Like, there's nothing here. But what I told them was, guys, what goes around comes around. And I 100% believe that. When you're doing something to somebody, at the end of the day, it's going to come around. If it takes 30 years, it'll still come back and hit you. If you get sick out of nowhere, if you lose your house, if you lose your job, if you get diagnosed with the illness, if you, like, there's so many different ways that it gets you back for whatever you did to somebody. It comes back and it bites you really bad. And in that whole situation, that's what kept me going, honestly. It kept me going, that realized that, like, you know what goes around comes around. This person's gonna get theirs one day. And all I did was keep my head up high and kept walking straight. And I was like, you ain't gonna faze me. And the other thing that I realized was, I'm thankful for Jama, because if I'm being truthfully honest with all of you guys, I've never been close to someone in a long time, like a really long. Well, I just want to say, if I'm being truthfully honest, really ever, because if I would have known Jama in, like, when I was in high school and middle school and when I was growing up, 100% I would have told you guys my life would have been different, because she would have made me take responsibility and own up and not be lazy and not be like, okay, they're gonna say that you're slow and you're dumb, so why are you playing the character of slow and dumb? Like, wake up, show them that you're not. Like, I told you guys, I had this attitude that, oh, you're going to call me fat? Okay, I'm going to show you that I'm fat. Oh, you're going to call me slow? Okay, I'm going to show you that I'm slow. You're going to call me retarded? I'm going to show you I'm retarded. Like, that was the attitude that I had, the mentality. And that was why I was weighing 619 pounds, almost 700 pounds, because people always said, you're fat, you're never going to do anything with your life. You're going to be living with your mom and dad forever. You know, like, people would attack me and say that, you know? So I was like, okay, fine, I'm going to prove it to you. Instead of doing the opposite and working my butt off and making a difference in the world, I reversed it and then said, whatever, who cares? Like, and it wasn't that I didn't see that, and it wasn't like I wasn't taught that, and it wasn't that I didn't have it right in front of my face. It was just that I didn't care. Like, my brother harassed me for so many years when we first moved here, because when he went to school, he learned about what gay was, and he just attacked me day in and day out. He had nothing. He had no proof. He had nothing. It's just, he thought it was a joke and it was funny. And it literally turned me off to, like, having a relationship with him at all. Like, it was just, like, hard. And then it's like, I would tell my parents, and then he would lie and say he didn't do nothing, and they would believe him. And I'm like, so then why am I miserable? Why do I have anxiety? Why do I want nothing to do with him? But you make us share a bedroom. Like, it made no sense. And it's like, to this day, we still don't have a relationship, you know? So it's just like, whatever, you know? We were good for a while, and I miss that, but it's like, whatever, you know? But people keep saying, oh, he'll mature. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, right, whatever. But when I say I was at my lowest when Jama came, I was at my lowest when she came, because I was almost to the point where I was just like, who cares? Like, why am I here? Like, what's my purpose? Why am I here? Like, that was my biggest thing. And I attempted stuff. I did stuff to myself that ended me up in Lakeside, and um, oh my God, I feel so vulnerable right now. um, I just didn't care anymore. Like, I was just like, whatever. Like, who cares? Like, I don't even care if I wake up tomorrow morning. Like, that's how I was. That's how bad it got. And when she came, like, I'll never forget the day that she came. We met with a bunch of people, and when I heard about the situation, I was like, I don't want a nanny. I don't need someone to walk me around. I don't need someone to hold my hand, help me blow my nose, buy my food. I'm like, I'm not a baby, you know. I'm like, I'm not retarded. I'm not slow. Yes, I have a disability that the doctors say I have, and yes, I still live at home with my parents at 20 something years old. I don't even know how old I was. I was probably like 23, 24 when she came, you know. But I was like, I don't need a nanny. And I remember our governor allowed me to have this much money. And I remember my mom saying, this would be really good. Da, 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 da. So I get this caseworker. I liked her. She was cool and everything. And then she's like, well, now we have to go through another company to find you a companion. And I was like, what is a companion? And then she explained to me what a companion was. And all I heard was it was a nanny. And I was like, I always saw those people out there with like their helper holding their hand, pushing their wheelchair, taking them grocery shopping, you know, but they had some type of form of a disability. Like they were limping, they were in a wheelchair, they couldn't say their words right or something like that. So I was like, that's what I was seeing in my head, that like, oh great, I'm gonna have like this person wearing a uniform and always walking with people and put a title on me. And that was like what I was thinking. And at that time I was like, I don't want that, you know? I always felt when I was like a kid that I wasn't special needs. I just felt like no one was pressuring me, no one was pushing me, no one was telling me how to learn. No one was even trying. It was just pass and pass and pass and pass them. You know, like I was getting always looked over. And I knew that I was worth more than that. I knew I was. And we met with this first lady. She was Puerto Rican. And then because it took us so long to get a case, then she went on and got another case. And then, but see, God knew. And then we met with this other lady, and then she sent Jama to my house. And the first day Jama came, she walked in the house. She sat right over there. I sat right over there. And my mom was at the end of the table. And I remember my grandma was in there because my grandma was staying with us. They were both living with us at the time. It was 2014, October 2014. And I remember we sat there, we talked a little bit. She asked, like, what do you like to do for fun? You know, simple stuff. I'm like, I like to take pictures. At that time, I just started a diet called MetaFast. So I'm like, you know, my goal was to lose 600 pounds. My goal was to get down to 350 back in 2014. Because at that time, I was only weighing like 5 something. So I wasn't that heavy, but it was still heavy. And she was like, okay. So then my mom's like, well, can you help him make his meals? Can you help him go out in the community and buy his groceries? And, you know, whatever. And she's like, yeah. But before she came, me and my mom got in a fight. So I was kind of already mad that day and I just didn't want to talk. So then she's like, okay, cool. And then she's like, do you like to go to the movies? I said, yeah. She's like, do you like to go out to eat? I said, yeah. She said, okay, cool. So then she goes out to the car and she tells her husband, it's not Matthew. It's in the home. I already know the situation. It's not Matthew. It's in the home. And then she said something else, but I'm not going to tell you guys that. So then the next day she came. She picked me. I think I told you guys this story. I don't remember. It's been a while. And then the next day she came. And then we went to Publix. There was a new Publix that just opened up by UCF. And we went in Publix. We were walking around and we were chilling and whatever. It was cold. And then she's like, she bought her some stuff. And she's like, do you want something? I'm like, what does she mean? Do I want something? I don't have money. I'm broke. You know, whatever. She's like, no, get something. So I bought like, our biggest thing back then were Doritos. We used to buy the like 99-cent bags of Doritos. And then she got me Doritos and I think like a Mountain Dew because that was my favorite drink. No, orange Fanta was my favorite drink. So she got me an orange Fanta and a bag of Doritos. She loved Doritos. And then we sat in the car and we just talked and whatever. And then I was like, you know what? I like this woman because she bought me some chips. The weight of my heart back then, guys, was so sad. All you had to do was buy me a bag of chips and some soda, and I love you forever. Like, literally, that's how bad I was. Like, if you gave me food, I forgive you in a heartbeat. Like, my brother used to bribe me to do stuff, like feed his dog or clean up his room or something, and he'd just be like, I'll bring you a hamburger, I'll bring you some French fries. Like, that's the weight of my heart back then. My mom would brand me like that too. Matthew, I need you to clean up the car, but I'll go pick you up something from McDonald's. Like, that was how I got by back then. That's so sad. Sorry, guys. My nose was running. My eyes are so itchy. I have my allergies. So then I remember so then I told her, she was like, Matt, because she used to call me Matt back then before we changed it. So she's like, Matt, do you know where a buffet is? I was like, yeah, there's a really good one right here I want to take you to. So we went to Giant Panda. I've done a YouTube video there, guys, before. And you can look it up. It's under mukbang, Giant Panda mukbang or Chinese food mukbang or something. It's on my channel. Just go into my playlist and see mukbangs and you'll see it there. Oh yeah, guys, watch my playlist. Like, they're really good. So we go there, we eat. She's like, oh my God, I love this food. And then we literally ate there every single day, guys, for a whole year. And then I showed her the video of the boy saying, Linda, honey, listen, when I come to Grammy's house, I can have whatever I want. And the mother's like, no. And she was about to spank him because he was being bad. And he was like saying whatever he was saying to her. And so then we started calling each other Linda, honey. So when you guys hear us saying Linda, it's from that video. Just type in Linda Honey on YouTube and you'll see the video. It's funny. So we call each other Linda Honey. Because people were asking that. Why do you guys call each other Linda? I'm like, that's our nickname for each other. It's Linda or Boo Boo. Or Boo. Where I got Boo from was from Winnie the Pooh. Because Winnie the Pooh says Boo. And I used to call Angel that. And I used to call my ex-girlfriend that. Because if you look at our Facebook, you see it where we say, I love you, Boo Boo. And she's like, I love you too, Boo Boo. And I used to say it to my best friend, John, too. And people were like, why are they saying Boo or something? We were just playing around. We were acting goofy. And I was close to him too, guys. So I'm not saying that I wasn't close to him too, but I was close to him too. And I still am. But like I said, that break that me and him had was perfect for us because we both were able to grow and become really good, godly men. He has a family. He has a wife. He is working hard. He's always been working hard. As long as I've known him, he's been working. He came to me when I needed him, and I was there for him when he needed him. And I love him to death. I love his whole family to death. Like, that's my family. Like, ride or die, that's my family. When I get married, he's standing right next to me. Like, hand to God, that's my brother. Like, that's not going to change. Like, we don't talk every day, but still, it's like, he's busy, he's living his life, I'm busy, I'm living my life. And with the whole quarantine thing, it's really hard to see each other. But we just saw each other, like, maybe, like, a month ago. So it's like, you know, that's my family. Like, I missed him for 5 years. But we needed that time to grow. And I've talked about that before. We needed that time to grow. But, and Jama went through a lot. She went through a lot because there were people accusing her of stealing my money. There were people saying that she wasn't a good person. There were people wanting to fire her. There were people who were jealous. There were people who were trying to control me and turn me against her. But when she helped me get rid of my ex and she helped me get rid of this other lady, I knew she was in it for the long haul because I was in a dead relationship that wasn't going anywhere. There was a lot of cheating, a lot of lying, and a lot of stealing. I've talked about that in a YouTube video. The lady that I was friends with, we were only friends because my ex ran away with her husband, and she called me because she was sad and depressed and she had no one to talk to. And I was a good ear. If you talk to anyone who knows me, they say Matthew is a good person to talk to because he gives you good advice and he listens and he doesn't judge you. I don't judge anybody. I don't care what your situation is. I don't judge you. I try to hear you out and I try to help you the best I can. I've been that way my whole life, and I probably will be that way the rest of my life. And that's why I tell you guys to ask me whatever you guys want to ask me, and I'll give you my true opinion about it. And that's why a lot of people are like, you need to react to different YouTube videos. I don't know how to do that yet, and I will when I get a better laptop. But so anyway, so she stuck by me because she knew that I was a good person. And she used to always say to me, Boo, be a man, stop being a baby, be a man. So I was taking this medication that was making me really slow and sluggish, and yes, okay, all right, bye, see you later. Like, I just didn't really talk. And it was antidepressant medication, but it was too high, but people had me on it. So I remember she told me to stop taking it. So I stopped taking it. And oh my God, when I stopped taking it, I could breathe. I could think straight. I was fine. I was happy. I was not so emotional, because I was so emotional before. Someone would say something to me and I would start crying right away, like for no reason. It would be like, I didn't even say anything. And other people didn't like that. And other people were trying to get her fired. But then what they didn't understand was, by the state of Florida, Orlando, Florida, state of Florida, whatever, when I was allowed all this stuff, it's my decision if I want to fire Jama. It's my decision if I want to fire my caseworker. And if I don't have any problem with them, the state would call me and be like, Mr. Cross, do you have a problem with them? I would say, no, I'm good. It's these people. So they would be like, okay, in a discussion. And I've had those phone calls. I literally meet with them once a year. I do a progress report like the beginning of the year, like January, February, and then I do one in June, and then I do one in September. And they always ask me, how's everything going? How do you like Miss Brown? How do you like this person? I'm like, we're fine. And then they just like, we've been together for 7 years. I'm like one of her longest cases. You don't see that a lot in the services. You don't see them lasting 7 years because the people get tired, or the people quit because they go, I can't deal with this person. It's too much. It's a hard case. And literally when people meet me, they go, I wish you were my case person. I wish I worked for you. I wish you were one of my clients, because you're such a good person and you're so sweet. And I'm not trying to be cocky. I'm just telling you, like, I always think, like, I understand how people feel, and I understand, like, jobs are hard, and I understand that dealing with people with disabilities is a really hard job, because you can have people who scream all the time, you can have people that throw stuff at you, you can have people who curse at you, you can have people that make a scene when you go places, and then on top of that, you got the mother that's so controlling and won't let you go, and da-da-da-da. I've dealt with that. But she stuck by me, and that's why I'm like, our relationship where it is now, it's like, we're not like, people think that we're like together, but we're not. Like, every time we go live on TikTok, are you guys dating? Are you guys together? We're like, we're best friends and she's married. I'm like, no. Like, that would not happen. I literally could be her son, like literally, because she's the age of my birth mom. My birth mom is like in her 40s, so I literally could be her son. And I was just like, I told her, I was like, imagine if I would have been your son, my life would have been so different. Because I'm not saying that I don't like my family. I'm just saying, like, in that situation, when you see somebody that challenges you, but wants the best for you at the same time. And I've heard Kobe and Sam talk about this a lot in their friendship. I know I talk about them a lot, guys, but I told you they're my favorite YouTubers. The reason why I started YouTube, and I'm not going to stop talking about them because I love them to death, and I think they're the coolest YouTubers ever. But the way that they talk about each other, and especially how Kobe talks about Sam, how Sam is like always there for him when he's dealing with like anxiety, depression, or whatever. He just goes to his best friend. I feel the same way. You know, if I'm dealing with the issue, I call Jama up. I say, boo, this is what I'm dealing with. What should I do? Blah, 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 blah. She talks me off the edge. She's like, calm down. You'll be okay. You know, I'm coming tomorrow. I'll pick you up. I'll take you away. Like, I remember one time. Oh my God, hold on. My breathing just got weird. After that blood clot, guys, my breathing has been so weird. It has not went back to normal. Like, I'll be fine, and then I get short-winded. I'm just like... But I check my oxygen to make sure that my oxygen hasn't dropped, and it's always still 98. So it's like, I'm still good. Because I'm scared if it ever drops again. I don't want to end up in the hospital again. But It's literally been a year since I was in the hospital, guys. I was in the hospital last May. I literally was home in June. I gave myself all of June to eat junk food, and then July 21st, or no, July 28th was my last day of eating junk food. So this July 28th makes a year that I stopped eating junk food. I can't believe that. And I gave up soda a year ago, this July 28th. Last year, me and my mom and my dad, we went and saw Toy Story 4, and we went and ate at, where did we eat? Oh, we went to Young Julio's or something. It was disgusting. This one was disgusting. The other one, the Dad Julio or whatever that's on International, that's good. And Jama's daughter worked there. But we went to the bad one, and the food was disgusting. We were like, we need to go somewhere else. So after that, we went somewhere else and got food later on that night. Because you can eat at Denny's for free on your birthday, guys. Remember that? Because you can eat, if you're in the U.S., you can eat at Denny's for free on your birthday the whole day. You just have to go to different Denny's, and they'll let you eat for free. But anyways, guys, getting back to drama. Yeah, so like I literally owe so much to her. Like no joking. Like I owe so much to her. Like I honestly would probably not even be here right now. And I honestly probably would have never done the surgery without her, you guys, and my family. And I would have not been able to do the diet either. Hold on, guys. But it's not like it's one-sided. It's not like she gave me so much and I took. It's the other way around too. Because I gave her a lot too. I taught her stuff. I've learned her stuff. She always says, like, the day that she met me, she felt like God gave me to her. She felt like I was kind of like when she met me, she said, "You're mine." Like, I already feel it. You're mine. And so she's like, "You're mine forever," like, and she always jokes that, like, when I get big on YouTube or something, or if I become a celebrity, that I'm just going to be like, I no longer need your services and I'm done. Or if I get in a relationship with a girl that's like, oh, well, I'm here now. I can take care of you. I'll be here. I'll love you. I'll do whatever for you. But you don't need her anymore. I'm like, yeah, right. Like, first of all, the girl's got to go through you before I even start, like, getting serious with her. And then you're going to be, like, there at my wedding. So that's, like, not happening. So I'm like, just, stop. But you're gonna know you're gonna leave me. I'm like, no, I'm not. When I'm in a relationship with someone, friendship or girlfriend or family member, I'm in for life. Like, at the end of the day, getting back to my little brother, who I don't even know if you're watching this or if you are, okay, cool. I still love him to death. That's still my little brother. We still have really fun memories of when we were younger and how we used to try to be Huckleberry Finn and Tom Sawyer and how we used to, I remember one time, I know I'm like all over the place, guys, but it's still on the same topic of Jama. I remember how there was this pine tree that was, when you would come down our driveway on the farm, there was like this area where they planted pine trees. I don't know why they planted pine trees. To kind of make it like a really shady backyard. They planted pine trees and oak. Oak was like really big, and pine, and one tree had syrup in it. So it was like really cool. You could just drill a hole and get syrup out for your pancakes. So it was really cool. But we had a really, 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 really tall trees, guys. Like taller than Florida has. Like really tall. And they were old trees. Some of them were like there for 40 years. I forget what the oldest tree is, but I think it just burned down in a fire or lightning hit it. It was on the news like last year. I don't remember. And I remember we wanted to cut down this pine tree because we wanted to be like Tom Sawyer or Huckleberry Finn or, the dog from the show called Wishbone. I don't know if you guys saw it. It did a lot of history shows. It was like a talking dog on Channel 16, the educational channel for children, PBS. That was all we were allowed to watch, educational shows. And then my mom would read us Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry Finn. Comment below if you guys know what book that is. And so we wanted to be like them. And so we cut down our first tree. My parents weren't that happy because it was a baby pine tree. But at the same time, they were happy that we took the initiative to work together as a team. And we cut down our first tree, and I remember that. I'll never forget that. And then I used to, like, at nighttime when we couldn't sleep or it was a thunderstorm, because my brother didn't like thunderstorms and he was scared of the night. He hated it. And so we had a nightlight, a Winnie the Pooh nightlight. I used to tell him bedtime stories. So we would get in the bed together and we would be like there and we would be like, or we would push our beds together. So I made one big queen bed. And then I would tell him like bedtime stories and we would like talk about like the stories, and he loved my bedtime stories. And then when we would get in trouble, it was like, okay, who's going to take the punishment? Whose turn is it going to be? You know, or we would both take it and be like grounded for the week or lose our toys or something or whatever. And we're like young. Because I think we're like 5 years apart. I think, or 4 years apart. I'm not sure. But we were best friends all the way until he got his set of friends and I got my set of friends. And then I think we just kind of started falling apart. Like really, it just started getting to the point where like he became the annoying little brother. And I wasn't a good brother. I was mean to him too. Like I literally was mean to too. Like I wasn't the best that I could have been. And I regret it now. But it goes the same way with my sisters. I didn't get along with my sisters when I was younger. And now they're like my best friends. I talk to them every day or all the time. So it's like roles reversed. We hated each other when we were younger. Now we're like super close. And it's like with him, I wish that we would have hated each other when we were younger and we'd be close now. But, you know, only God will know what happens in that relationship. But I'm just thankful for Jama. I know I keep saying that, but I just feel like when I look at her sometimes or when I see her or when I'm happy, it's like my heart like just, I don't know. It feels full and happy when I'm with her. And then when I'm not with her, it's like I miss her. And I'm just like, what is she doing? And like, I feel like I call her too much sometimes, but I'm like, just tell me. She's like, no, believe me, I would tell you. Like, I call her all the time and she always answers, or she's asleep, or she's having one of those days when she doesn't want to talk to anybody. And it's not just me, to anybody. Or like, the longest we didn't spend time was when she first, like the first time we were alone from each other for like a month was when she went and got her dad and her daughter from the Philippines. That was hard. I was really sad then. But at least I had Darrell, so I had someone to like chill with. But if I didn't have her, I would have went crazy. And then the second time was when she went back last year. And we were gone from each other again. And that was it. That's the only time that we've literally been separated for like a long... Oh, and then when I went to D.C., because even when I was in the hospital for the week, she came and saw me like a few times when I was in the hospital. Like she came the second night, and she literally came right after work. I felt so sorry, and I was like sitting there like miserable, and then I opened my eyes, and she's like right there with her husband, and I get all happy, and she brought me some Wendy's because I wasn't on a diet yet, and then that video is on my YouTube and a TikTok. And she cut my hair. And she stayed for like 3 hours. And then she left and went home. And then I watched out the window like a little kid who's saying goodbye to their mom. And then she came the next day when she didn't have to work. And stayed all day with me. And came and cleaned up my room. And helped me walk a little bit. And then when I had my surgery, she came. The next day that I was getting out. Because I stayed that one night. But the next day I was getting out. And she came that day. And then she came the day when they sent me home with oxygen. No. She came that week. After surgery, She came that day that I was getting released. I said that already. And she was there. And then she's just been there, guys. Like, I'm trying to see what time it is. Oh, it's only 8:34. I thought it was later than that. But like, I can't. I've already tried to imagine my life without her. Like, I've tried because when I met her, okay, when she came to my life, I told her, I was like, I don't want to get close to you because I've been close to so many people before and they've all left me. They've always walked away. They've always came up with some type of excuse why they can't be my friend anymore. And I literally hate. Oh my God, my allergies. I literally hate when people say, I got your back. I'm here forever. I'm ready to die. Because you don't mean it. My best friend Jeff said that to me. My ex said that to me. My friend Brett said that to me. Like, so many people have said that to me and they didn't mean it. They were not here forever. Like, there's something that I could say about the people in Florida. Okay, the people in Florida don't know what loyalty means. They don't know what loyalty means. The people that have left my life, not the people that have been in my life, because the people that have been in my life are not from Florida. They're from different parts they're from different countries. They're from different states or countries. But the people that I've met in Florida that have nowhere, like, where are they? Are from here, originally from here. And they don't know nothing about loyalty. They don't know that you can have an argument with your best friend or even with your friend. And because you love that person, you still fight through it and you still come back on the other side. Like, you can have hundreds of fights with your friend, but at the end of the day, you're still loyal and you're still there for that person. They don't know it because I've had hundreds and hundreds of fights with different people and we don't have friendships anymore. Like, none. And that's what would break me up back then. Like, I used to literally, but at the same time, I was a very, 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 very pushy friend back then. Like, oh my gosh. Me and my friend Brett fought like we were dating. Like, that's how bad we fought. And people would be like, are you guys together? And we're like, no, we're both straight. What are you talking about? And it's like, no, but you all are always fighting. Always. And I'm like, maybe because we're like best friends and we don't even know it. But we literally like would fight for a whole month straight. And then after that be like, oh, we're best friends again or we're cool again. And people would just be like, what is wrong with your guys' friendship? I'm like, I don't know. That's another story, guys. I'll have to tell you guys that later. But when I met Jama, I said that to her. I was like, I don't want to get close to you because I feel like you'll end up leaving me one day and then I'll just be like by myself and I'll be mad. And then people were like, she was like, oh, really? Really? That's how you feel? And then she's like, I'm not leaving you unless you tell me to leave. So I was like, okay. So it took me a year. It took me a full year before I let her in, like a whole year. Because I was so just, I wasn't in the right mindset because I let my ex in. My ex had my whole heart, literally. And it took me a whole year to kick her out. And then in 2015 was when I left. April of 2015, I left. I said, I'm done. Like, I didn't even send a text. I just changed my phone number, blocked her on all social media, and I was done. I said, I'm done. And then I looked at Jama and I said, okay, I'm all yours. And she was like, really? Oh my God. And then my family didn't believe me because they saw us go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So my family was like, it's going to take us 2 years before we believe you. I'm like, okay, that's cool, whatever. You know how fast 2 years went? By 2017, people believed me. I was like, wow. Okay, it's been more than 2 years. It's been 3 years. And then That was when me and my brother got a relationship, because my brother was like, I didn't like you because you let this woman use you and abuse you. And it's like you were so blinded to see it. And I was like, listen, really, you can't talk because you've only dated one person. And you don't understand. You don't understand. You know? I'm like, I've dated a lot of people. And by the time I got to her, I didn't even care about myself anymore at all. I literally was just like, whatever, you know, who cares? And I allowed her to do that to me. But I get what you're saying, and I appreciate you saying it. And why didn't you ever tell me? Because I thought you just hated me for no reason. And he's like, no, you're my brother, and I cared about you, but I didn't know how to word it because people would try to say stuff to you, and you would jump down their throat, or you would get mad, or you would get defensive. And I didn't want to deal with that. I'm like, oh, okay. But she just like, if I ever get big enough that I can take care of her, I will. Like, I 100% already told her that. I was like, I will buy you a house. I will get you a car. Her favorite car is an Acura, and I want to get her the new Acura because it looks so gorgeous. And she likes Camaros, and she has a red Camaro right now, but I want to buy her I wanted to get her the 2019 Camaro or the 2020 Camaro. But she's like, no. So, and then I promised her a house too. So I got to get her a house and stuff like that. And it took me a while. It took me 2 years to just get her to start YouTube. And it's so funny that she starts the next day after my 2-year anniversary. So her year anniversary will be next year, May 15th. And then my 3 years will be May 14th. So it's really funny because if we both get super, super big, that's both going to be our anniversaries around that time frame. So I thought that was so cute. And then her birthday's July 18th. And then mine is June 26th. So see, we're still close. And then we met October 20th? I think October 24th we met, or 2014. I think. So we're going on 7 years this October. And guys, when I tell you she loves YouTube, like, she's so funny when she's trying to do stuff. Like, she's just all in now. Like, she knows why I took it so serious when I started, and she'd be like, calm down. I'm like, no, this is like what I want to do. So it's like, it's funny that now she wants to do it when she didn't want to do it before. She's like, no, I'm just going to help you and I'm good. And all you guys saying start YouTube in one of our lives on TikTok really worked, I think. And now she's like got 4 phones that she's doing it, and she's putting videos up, and all her videos are like at 200 views, 300 views. And then she's almost to 500 subscribers. And so it's like, support her, guys. Jama TV, she deserves it, guys. And she's going to go live, and you guys will get to see her do live cooking shows and live videos. And she was a teacher in the Philippines. So it's kind of like she already has that. And her mom was a teacher, and she's a teacher. So it's like, and she already has that, like, and she took care of old people. So she already had kind of like that mother's instinct to be like really warm and comforting and like your mind. And it's like, you know, it's not like some people are like, oh, that's type of like a controlling thing. It's like, no, it's just that when you love somebody to the point where like you would do anything for them, it's cool to have, because it's like, if I'm single for the rest of my life and I'm by myself for the rest of my life, at least I know I have her. So it's like, at the end of the day, it's like, you're not completely by yourself, you know, because it's like, you have someone that's like ride or die no matter what, would like have your back no matter what, would like give you their kidney if something happened to you, you know? I don't have good kidneys, so I can't give her my kidney. But, well, no, I might actually. And we're both anemic, so it's like we're even sick together. And like when she has a headache, I have a headache. So we're like, are we really twins? And sometimes we like finish each other's sensitives sometimes. We're like, oh my gosh. And it's like, I'm like, we need to like do our own channel together. We need to do we need to do Jama and Reese, or we need to do whatever and make it just easier for us. But I'm gonna let her grow hers first, and then when she gets to be about where I am, then maybe we'll just do a duo channel. Comment below if you guys would want us to do a duo channel. But yeah, guys, I owe her so much. And even sometimes we get frustrated at each other, but it's not like people are like, oh my God, I don't like when you guys argue. Da, 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 da. We're not arguing. We're arguing like brother and sister. Like, that's the type of argument. It's not like, oh, I hate you and I'm done and I never want to talk to you again and I'm going home. It's not like that. It's just like an argument like, cool, what's good, whatever. But, it is what it is, I still support her. I still love her. I'm always going to love her. And she still loves me and she's always going to love me and she always supports me. So it's like, we're cool. We're good, type of situation. But I think we just reached 1 hour, guys. And I feel like I've just been blabbing for so long. But at the end of the day, guys, I got Jama. Jama's got me. And I'm here forever. I'm here for the rest of my life. And she's in too, forever. So maybe she'll make a responding video to this, or maybe she'll not make a responding video to this, but I know she'll definitely be like appreciative of it and be like, I love you too, and I'm here for you no matter what. So sorry guys for blabbling, but I wanted to go live for I wanted to do a video for 1 hour, and Jama was on my mind, so I talked about Jama. So I just wanted to get that out there, guys. And so I don't know what this title is going to be. I don't know if I'm going to say mukbang / how I feel about Jama, or if I'm just going to say how I feel about Jama instead of doing mukbang. I don't know. But please like and subscribe, turn on my notification bell. Comment that you're subscribed to Jama TV, and comment who your best friend is, and tell me what I mean to you. And I'll tell you what you guys mean to me in the next video. And comment below if you wanted me to tell you more people who mean a lot to me in a video. Because maybe I'll do one shout out to like my future best friend, or to my best friend, or one to my sister, or one to my mom, or one to my dad, or one to my brothers, or whatever. So comment below what you guys want to hear from me next. And I love you guys. And I'll see you tomorrow or later tonight with another video. Probably tomorrow because this is a long video. And comment below if this is boring. Let me know, because I want to be honest. I want you guys to be honest with me. If you guys didn't like this, comment below. Shout out to Gio, Noah, James, Jada TV, Jama TV, and The Rat, and Simply Marga, and Rosalind Hill, and shout out to Sam and Kobe. Peace, guys.